Hello and welcome to our case study presentation. We are Team 8 and we have analysed and researched Case Study 4. The purpose of this presentation is to give you an understanding of the current status of the company Flipkart.com. Throughout the following presentation, we will give you an introduction to the company, touching on their history as well as their current position. From here, we will present to you our findings on the company. This will include any problems that we have found within the firm, and throughout that part of the process, we will link through relevant marketing strategy theory to further highlight and justify our responses. We will build on all of this information and form a discussion which will summarise the major issues or problems that we have identified and also provide some alternative solutions for the firm to adopt moving forward. This will allow you to view the strengths and the weaknesses of all the options we provide. We will conclude this presentation by summarising the main points that we have found and discussed. This will allow you to see the presentation in one quick snapshot. After all this information has been laid out and presented, we will go on to provide you with some recommendations. This will be an opportunity for us to choose the most viable options that we have discussed and justify why we have made this choice. We will also provide details on how the problems we have identified will be addressed. The final part of this presentation will give you information on our plans to implement the new strategies and the plans that we have identified. This will provide a guide on who will take on what particular role, what tasks they should complete, and when they should complete it by. This will also provide you a rough idea on the cost of all of that. Let's start with an introduction to the company. To begin, we need to look at the company as a whole. In this presentation, we are discussing Flipkart.com. They are an Indian e-commerce company. It was founded by two coders, Sachin Bansal and Binny Bansal, in 2007. It was originally set up and designed to be India's answer to Amazon. At the time the company was formed, there was not a big e-commerce presence in India. Flipkart.com spent its first few years with a monopoly in the market. However, as the years have progressed, there is now more competition in the market, some of whom are even cheaper than Flipkart.com. Flipkart was set up to be India's answer to Amazon. It had the same ease of shopping, cost effectiveness, and a variety of books. When the company was first started, it worked on a consignment model. This means that they were purchasing the books based purely on demand. To begin with, Flipkart.com was only using two wholesalers in the city that they started in. When a book was ordered by a consumer, they would go to the wholesaler themselves, collect the book back and package it in their office. Obviously, over time, the company and their market share has grown. However, so has their competition. This means that while they are bigger and faster as a company than they were in 2007, they also need to be as a way to survive. Amazon itself is now also in their marketplace. We will move on and discuss this in further details in later parts of the presentation.
Now we'll be looking at the problems we identified after reading the case study. The first major problem we found that Flipkart was dealing with was not being able to meet efficiency level when it came to their logistics system. The system was decreasing as their number of orders was growing. This made it difficult for Flipkart to grow due to transport capacity. Because the service provider was not improving, this made it challenging for Flipkart to reach remote areas. The core services aren't expanding at the same pace as Flipkart, which prevents Flipkart from attaining revenue from different parts in India. Another issue Flipkart was dealing with is cash on delivery method. They introduced this strategy in a way to gain trust from their customers. Due to this implementation, it has caused cash flow for the company to move slow. Since cash will only be received when customers have received their product in good condition and at the promised time, once customers clicked on the option of COD, it meant it would take a longer time for cash to reach the company. Another downfall by using this method is that it doesn't confirm the purchase, but rather just indicates an intention to purchase the product. What also is a risk is that customers may change their mind after placing an order, or they may not be at home when the order is delivered and also may not have required amount of cash at that moment. Another concern we found in the case study was competition. Recently, Amazon has ventured into India. This has caused major threats to Flipkart. Given the large number of distributors in India, the commitment to superior customer service is important. Amazon has introduced a strategy in order to maintain its high service standards. Amazon has started associating with local stores to serve as a delivery point, thus enabling customers to collect their orders on time while reducing costs associated with customers' unavailability. An additional issue we identified was Flipkart was deciding if they should continue to remain a high service levels with higher prices or to switch to an online companies like Book A Da and Trade Desk, which offer cheaper deals but may not guarantee rapid delivery. Indian customers seem to want to switch preference between service quality and low prices, which means that companies are dependent on the feelings of each customer at the time they decide to make a purchase. What also is making it hard for the company to operate is the poor road infrastructure and low population density in semi and urban and rural areas. Now moving on to the solutions. The first strategy we felt that can help overcome a problem was to introduce PayPal into one of the payment methods for buyers to choose from. PayPal would encourage customers to click on Pay Now instead of COD. Since PayPal is known for being a safe method to pay online, so once customers type their credit or bank accounts details, they would never again have to disclose their credit card information online. By paying with PayPal, you keep your credit card information private. By doing this, it would change the way customers view online shopping. The best way to deliver this message is for Flipkart to inform buyers the benefits of using PayPal. They may reach out to them through their website, and go into popular areas in India to reach out customers. This would help cash flow coming in quicker to the business and also builds a relationship with customers. An advantage by using this strategy is that it's safe. It's already a well-known established payment method used around the world and used amongst other well-known companies. This will gain trust from customers. Another strategy that should be taken place is introducing an express or standard delivery option for customers. This is an advantage for customers since they will be able to choose depending on how eager they want to receive their order. Flipkart would still be able to stick to its commitment of providing excellent customer service and demonstrate higher prices. It satisfies the inequality of customers' value and culture value. In the case study, it was mentioned that Flipkart would want to expand their target audience. A way that Flipkart can go about and do this is by focusing on creating a one of a kind culture where it will be appealing for new customers to be part of. The idea we had in mind was to build a stronger relationship with customers. We wanted to do this by appealing to every family member, by project an image where Flipkart is known to have the perfect book for anyone. The promotion we wanted to implement is to create special deals, create a family pack where customers are encouraged to purchase not just for them, but for the rest of their family members. How we wanted to deliver this message is by posting it on Flipkart website and their local newspapers. This will reinforces This reinforces the company's name, its product, and brand. It is also popularizes the brand. The company can create goodwill and can win customer loyalty. Now discussing the implementation process. We first would want Flipkart to focus on bringing PayPal method into their payment system. Setting up a PayPal into Flipkart website would only take about 15 to 20 minutes. There is no startup costs, no termination fee, and no monthly fee. But when buyers select to pay with their PayPal account, the company will have a fee of 4.4% of the transaction amount plus a fixed fee based on the currency. Since adding a PayPal into the checkout for the website is so quick, the goal should be achieved in the next couple of weeks. And the second implementation that should be done by the company is promotion strategy. By hiring a marketing agency such as Prospect India, a top leading marketing agency in India, to conduct a market research, then analyze the findings. This should roughly take about 4 months. The average cost would be to hire a marketing agency will be 4,000 to 7,000 per month. We will now conclude this presentation by outlining the main points discussed. We found that the major problems Flipkart was dealing with can be overcome by implementing the right strategic plan, looking at the internal and external analysis, and conducting a SWOT analysis of the company. This can be developed a strategy in order to achieve an accurate understanding and proper execution. Thank you for listening to our presentation.